Buenos dias and good morning, uh, Senor and Senorita. This message is from Heart of Dawn. I trust it will be of benefit to you today. And so, I'm not sure. Yeah, the this uh, phone doesn't show up the magnificence of this sunrise. I'd love to have you see this magnificence every morning. Anyway, my topic this morning is having a deep sense of internal security in the midst of uh, very unstable external security. And, I grew up, there was nine of us, well, 11 count mom and dad. And dad was an alcoholic, drank half of what he made. and as a heavy equipment operator, and mom was a stay-at-home mom, and we hardly had. I remember on, by the end of the week, Friday, looking in the bread bin to see if there might have been a piece of bread left before going to school, and not having waiting for hand-me-down clothes, and that's when I started a little bit at 7, but full on at 8, taking care of Dawn. Taking care of Dawn. Yep. I did numerous things, walked to town 12 miles to looking for bottles in the ditch, and picking blueberries, picking strawberries, picking potatoes, picking hoeing turnips, putting in hay. Like, I did everything and anything, fishing oysters, fishing smelts. I had my own fishing boat and motor by 12. Uh, yeah, like, I took care of Dawn. And out of all of that, that was the thing that was the most difficult for me, is trusting in the universe, especially when there was nothing, because my go-to was to just, okay, what do I have to do? What do I have to do to make this work? And the beauty about COVID, it has taken so many things away that had a false sense of security. The bank accounts and the clients and the where I was staying, and I'm here now 6 months in Carbon, and this weekend will be 5 times I've moved, and yet it's an adventure. And Jamie Devine, one of the closest ones that have done this new egoless energy, it was saying that it's like an adventure, not having that security around, like that stability of, here's where I'm staying, and this is how long I'm staying, and I've got this amount of funds, and I've got all of these people, and I've got all this. And no, it's the opposite. And that's what the beauty of COVID, it's taken away people's false sense of security. Yes. Now, many people are in panic mode over it. Yes. Where am God, that bug, that germ, that virus could be anywhere. I could die at any moment. And that's what that is that whole, I'm going to die. And that's the ego. That's the ego energy. That's that fight or flight. That's that old brain survival. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. And that is not it for me at all. Not even close. I got down to some really close things, and it's like, yeah, no. And I waited right until the last moment. I could have made some calls. I could have asked for this. I could have asked for that. And it wasn't like being humble to do that. No, I was called. I was called to trust to the very end, to not get loans, not get this, not ask for that, but to totally, totally trust in the unseen, the unknown, and the unfamiliar. And what I was saying about that growing up, it was difficult for me to trust in that. It was harder, like it was just so difficult, but not this time. No. And that's what, these lessons that I have been learning, that I've been sharing with you. And I'm not trying to get you to buy anything. I'm just sharing Dawn. And if there's a message for you in it, awesome. But that's it. It's like my journey through on this planet at this lifetime, working towards and getting that complete trust, like a little baby trusting its mother. That trusting in that unknown and that uncertain and then that unfamiliar. And just the whole body relaxing. Because the opposite was where I had the psoriasis and the chronic back pain and the hemorrhoids and the migraine headaches and I can't remember them all. Infantago and hepatitis and yeah, la 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 and bedwetting and what were they all from? It was this place of insecurity. Like, even when you went to sleep, the house was full of rats. You were waiting for your nose to be eaten off at the end. Like just all this terrible noticing what's wrong and thinking the worst. That's the ego at its finest. At its finest. And we gave it that job well before the age of reason. And so, here I am being put to the test. And I can honestly say I made 100 in that exam. I've made 100 in that exam. I am walking around absolutely knowing I am totally, totally taken care of, no matter what my external surroundings are. Financial, relationship, career, all of that. And my health is as perfect can be. Perfect as perfect can be. Yes, boulder jogging and cliff climbing and walking and all of that. And it's just so wonderful. So, yes, it can be very, very unsettling for those that have an externally referenced false sense of safety and security. But I'm telling you, you trust in that divine you inside, that internal knowing, that compass that you had when you came here, and the gifts that were given to you to do what you came here to do with those gifts. And I am challenging you today. I'm challenging you today to look inside for those. And now, if you want a fast track of cleaning up all those ego energies, tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, Cabo Standard Time, you have to look at Cabo. Not sure where it fits with yours, but Giancarlo and I will be doing the Spanish version of I Am Divinity Instant and Permanent Transformation in Spanish. And then on Sunday, my two partners on that is Jamie, oh yes, and Lisbeth is very much a wonderful assistant for the Spanish version. And on Sunday, it's Jamie and Tim being my wingman, doing the Sunday in the English version of I Am Divinity, Instant and Permanent Transformation by Donation. So there's your chance. There's your opportunity. There's your opportunity to get what I'm talking about. Yes, to live in this world that's full right now of fear in all directions, and the whole thing the government's doing around money and all of those kind of things. And I'm just saying, this is divinely orchestrated to force us to get into this knowing of who we are. Yeah, like it or not. like it or not, because we're not going. Most people aren't wanting to jump out of that airplane. Most don't want to do that, but they're being forced by all the chaos that's going on in the world. So I invite you to find out how powerful you are, that you're not being seduced by that external insecure world. And the other thing I would say is that I started the uh, uh, you are your cure to your terminal illness, terminal disease. Yes. And I start with a lady today. This is her fifth cancer that she's had. A medical doctor with her fifth cancer. I am so excited. Anyway, I'll do another one on that. Have a magnificent day. I am Don, and Dawn of Humanity. Have a magnificent day.